Hey everyone, welcome to US History. My name is Miss Gibbons, and this is the first of a set of weekly launches that you will need to do to just try to keep on pace and to help you understand what concepts you should be doing and where you should be in the course. So for the first one, it's just going to be a brief overview of the Google Classroom as well as the Summit program. So some reminders: if you're having computer problems, you have to notify us. We do not know unless you say something. So the number one way to do that is to fill out a help ticket. So you're going to go to cpdlfhelp.happyfox.com and you can just click login with Google Apps, log in with your CPDLF email, and then you will hit submit ticket. So if you're having any issue with your courses, with passwords, if you have YouTube videos that need unlocked, any sort of hardware issue would be if your computer or printer are not working, you would just fill this out and create the ticket, and it will automatically be sent directly to the tech department. So it's the fastest way to get a response. If you're having other difficulties, you can use the help desk as well. You can also call me at any time, send me a hangout, an email. I'm always here to help. In your courses, you're going to want to remember to try to take notes. It's impossible to remember everything that the Summit platform is going to present to you. So it's nice to have, it's almost an open book test basically. When you're doing your assessments, if you've taken notes correctly, it should be really easy. So you're going to want to pay attention to what the headings are, and anything that's written in bold or seems like an important word, write it down because you will see it again. It's important to stay on pace. I'm going to have a weekly pace chart that I'll show you on the next slide or two, and it's important to follow that. It's not required that you stay exactly where we are. You are welcome to work ahead, but it's really recommended to not stay behind that pace. You want to be submitting work every single week. That's your best chances of being successful. Also, if you have low scores, if you fail something, you are able to try it again. Just email and ask, and we'll get into this more when we discuss the content assessments. So your instructor page is going to be in Google Classroom this year. So some of you are already in there working in your Connects-U course. You will be receiving a link to my Google Classroom for US History. So here is the US History page. This is where your anything under the stream, this is going to be where all of the content comes. So these weekly launches will load here every single week. They will be available throughout the marking period that we are in, and they do make up 10% of your grade. So the stream page is kind of like Facebook. Everything that is new is going to be at the top, and then you'll want to make sure that you finish all of the stuff below it first. The students page is where you'll be able to see all of the other classmates that you have if you have any need to email them to ask them a question. And then in the About page, this is where I'll house some of the resources, and right now the only thing I have in there is the US History pace chart. So this is where you will be able to see exactly where you should be within the Summit each week. One other thing I do recommend, and I would do this in all of your courses, is to turn off the notifications. So go to this button here, scroll down to settings, and then you'll want to make sure that this is off. If it's green, you're going to receive hundreds of emails every single week from every course you're enrolled in, so I would turn that off. So the pace chart, I would think of it basically like this is a pace car in a race. So we are showing you where you should be. If you were to finish the course on time and do well, you should be following the pace chart. And in the Summit, it makes it easy. It's that little blue line that's going across the screen. So consider that blue line your pace car. So within the pace chart, this is what I have in the About page of the Google Classroom. You'll be able to see for this first week from 8:30 to 9:05, you should be working on, you should at least be starting your focus area of Revolutionary America, and you should be starting checkpoint 1. So all of these over here are the projects and the checkpoints that are within those projects. The focus areas are additional. So the ones that are bolded are the ones that are required for the course. You have to complete the bolded ones. The other ones that are not bolded, like civic participation, these are extra, but you cannot get the highest possible grade if you don't do the ones that are the additional focus areas. So I do recommend them, but again, they are not required. You just cannot get the highest possible grade. As I'm sure you know by now, you are working in the Summit Learning Platform this year. And whenever you go to Summit, you will see your weekly chart. So you could be making a history goal. So this is a nice way to try to block out what times you're going to be working, what goals you have for the week. You're able to go in and add a goal about if I wanted to master Revolutionary America or whatever here. So I would really take advantage of setting the goals to stay on pace. Your yearly view, this is what we're referring to, is that blue line is kind of like the pace car. So as the year goes on and these months come by, this blue line will move day by day. So right now, it's okay that you have not started anything, but this is telling you where you want to be and what you should work on first. So U.S. history, we're going to want to work on the first project, which I have set for October 17th is when that's due. And then you should also be working on the Revolutionary America focus area. And then if time permits, you can work on the civic participation. So the first thing we'll go over is the project. So in this project, your final product is going to be the Mythbusters multimedia piece. And in this project, what you're going to be learning is what exactly is history, what myths exist surrounding the founding of our country. So you're going to be focusing a lot on Christopher Columbus and the founding of America through the use of primary sources. So all we expect of you for the first checkpoint by October 17th, or excuse me, for the first week, you should be working on checkpoint 1. So you would just open that up, and you're expected to be reading 3 documents, and you're going to be looking for the point of view and the purpose. So why was that document written? Who wrote it? And what context? Meaning, what are the surrounding ideas, and what environment was this being written in? Why do you think that person had that view? And what about it? What about the writing tells you that? What about what you wrote or what you read? So that's all that's expected for the first week, is to complete checkpoint 1. Then back to your yearly view. You'll also want to start working on the Revolutionary America focus area. So underneath here is the request content assessment. That should not be done until you have gone down through all of these things. This is how you learn in your playlist. So the first thing you'll do is the start diagnostic assessment. That's basically a pretest to let us know what you know and what you need help with. Then you're going to work on these little activities here. These are the playlists of how you actually learn the material. So these are about the Enlightenment. These are about the Declaration of Independence. These are about the Revolution. And these are about democracy. So once you know all of these and you feel that you've studied enough, then you would go to request content assessment. Whenever you do these, they will be checked every day, every weekday, I should say, from between 8 and 9, and then again from 3 to 4. So those will be the only 2 times I will be checking to approve content assessments. Once you ask for it and I approve it, you will have 8 hours to take that test. And then it is important, if you don't pass the first time, that's okay. You do get another chance. But don't be expecting me to, within 2 minutes after you fail it, that you're ready to go again. The point is that you need to learn from your mistakes. What did you know? What didn't you know? Go back and study those materials, take better notes, and then after you've shown that you have tried and you've studied more and you feel more comfortable, then I will reapprove the content assessment. But I will not be approving things without at least a lot of time, like an hour or 2 passing, to show that you've tried to learn the material again. Okay, so that is what's expected of you for the week. So you should begin working on your Revolutionary America focus area, and you should complete checkpoint 1 of the American History Mythbusters project. Remember that we do not have school on September 4th for Labor Day, so you are not required to work on Monday. However, if you are home and bored, you are welcome to do so. If you have any questions at all, please let me know, and have a good first week.